Hi everyone, this is me again, Teacher Noy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm just so excited to share this video to you today. I'm just so excited to share to you this video because finally, nakahanap na po ako ng oras para i-take itong video na ito. Pero sorry po talaga, especially doon sa mga people concerned. Concerned people concerned. Sorry if I was not able to share this pa because as what you can see in my YouTube channel right now, aside from giving you tips or even updates, I am also featuring experiences of my newfound friends. And ito pong experiences ng mga newfound friends ko, hindi ko po ito basta-basta i-share na gusto ko lang i-share. Most of the time, they are the ones who are telling me na, Teacher Noy, can you share this one so that they will be able to learn something? And which is something that I am just so happy. Nakakatuwa, di ba? Nakakataba ng puso. Kasi marami na sa inyo ngayon ang gustong i-share ang inyong mga karanasan para makatulong sa ibang tao. And it's very humbling in my part because I am being given the responsibility of relaying it to you, sa inyo po mga nanonood sa akin. Kaya hopefully po, if you are here in my YouTube channel and you are watching right now, you are going to stay so that I will be able to share with you a very, very nice experience of a person who was able to finally, di ba, overcome the tedious, the difficulty, the hardship, sabihin na natin lahat ng hirap na dinadanas ng mga taong kumukuha ng US visa. And they want to share to you their experience so that you will be able to get something and kahit papano it will lessen the burden that you are carrying. Everything that you're thinking right now are all focused into the idea of getting that US visa. Hindi rin naman kasi biro ang gumastos ng 11,000 para sa US visa application, di ba? Kaya kinakailangan talaga that we are going to do our best. At bibigay talaga natin ng ating best para makuha natin ang visang yan. Now, I'm going to share with you an experience of a 60-year-old woman, very young and strong. Kung makakausap niyo to si ma'am, ayaw niya lang talagang, kasi I was really planning before na I will conduct an interview through another platform para nandito siya kasama ko virtually. Nandito kami in this screen pero virtually lang kasi nasa malayo tayong lugar ngayon. Pero ganoon that I'm going to conduct this kind of an interview and ask her about her experiences. Pero gusto ni ma'am i-share po ang kanyang experience. Kaso, very shy po siya. Ganun po talaga. Okay? Kaya, hindi naman po lahat ng tao katulad ni teacher, no? Na masyadong natutuwa na dumadaldal in front of the camera. Pero what's nice about this, kasi kahit nahihiya si ma'am to be the one who will be the one, to be the one who will be the one, let me be the one. To be the one to share to you her experience, still, she was able to share to me the information, every single detail of her US visa interview. Kaya yung focus po ng ating pag-uusapan sa araw na ito ay nakatuon po sa US visa interview at yung mga observation po ni Ma'am Beverly. And so, sabi niya naman okay naman na sabihin yung first name niya kasi ang dami naman po ng Beverly sa buong Pilipinas. Pero yung observation ni Ma'am Beverly, which will really help you if you are planning to get your US visa or kung nasa kalagitnaan na po kayo ng proseso ng pag-prepare. Okay? Una po sa mga na-observe ni Ma'am Beverly is if you really want to get your US visa, you really have to be true, honest, and always make sure that you are prepared when you go to your US visa interview. Which is, paulit-ulit ko na rin naman po ang sinishare sa inyo at sinasabi po sa inyo na kinakailangan po talaga na maghanda. Maghanda, maghanda, maghanda. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Maano po kayo. Parang sabihin nyo na, ano na to si teacher Noy, parang siyang sirang plaka. Ganun po talaga mga kaibigan, kinakailangan talaga na tayo ay maghahanda. Ihanda po natin ang ating sarili in getting our US visa. And there are so many videos in this YouTube channel that I shared wherein you may be able to use that in your preparation. Nandun po yun sa ating US visa tips. Okay? Yun po ang isa sa mga na-observe ni Ma'am Beverly during that time na when you are prepared and you're honest, you are not going to have any problem when it comes to doing your US visa interview. Kasi nung binalikan ko rin po yung aming conversation, ang ganda rin po kasi talagang pag tinatanong ko po siya ng lahat ng kanyang na-experience and even when she was being interviewed, madali pa po niyang naibigay sa akin yung information. And when I was reading the exchange of dialogue between Ma'am Beverly and the US consul, natutuwa ako because, you know, when you really are not prepared and if you really don't know what you should be expecting and what you should be answering in front of the consul, maaaring yung mga trap na hinanda ng consul ay mahulog ka at yun na yung maging reason kung ba't hindi mo makukuha ang US visa na iyong hinahangad. Ano ba yung mga trap na sinasabi ko? So for example, when Ma'am Beverly was in her interview during that day, there was this question na parang sabi ko, itong question na to, kung mali ang sagot mo dito, ito na yung tanong na pag mali ang sagot mo, mawawala yung chance mo of getting your US visa. And what was that question? Naturally, all of the usual questions, which I told you the important questions, were asked to Ma'am Beverly, but there was this one follow-up remarks or even a question na maaaring mag-make or break ng US visa journey niya. She was asked during that time kung ano yung purpose of why she's going there sa lugar na yon sa United States. At ang sabi niya, she's going to visit her family, tapos, and her grandkids. Tapos may isa doon na sinabi yung consul na, oh, that's good so that you can babysit them. Tapos buti na lang talaga si Ma'am Beverly, very quick siya in her answer. That she was able to answer and put emphasis into the idea na she will be traveling there as a tourist and visit different tourist spots in the United States, in that particular state in the United States. She was even able to mention a particular place. Kasi kung sasagot siya doon na, oo, I would like to take good care of my grandchildren, to babysit them so that while my daughter or son is working, I will be able to help them with that. It will give them the idea na magtatrabaho siya doon. Kasi babysitting in the US is also a job. And this is usually the job na tinitake ng mga tourist visa holder. Kasi hindi naman to nagre-require ng masyadong madaming certification for them to be able to get that kind of job. If you are living to a household wherein they have many friends, diba, they can just easily give you that kind of racket or side hustle. So, buti na lang talaga, Ma'am Beverly was prepared and of course honest with all of her answers that she was able to get her US visa. Aside from that, she was able to observe also the outfit, di ba? Very observant si Ma'am Beverly. Napansin niya agad na there is really an impact if you are going to prepare carefully what you are going to wear. Okay ha? Tandaan po natin yun. Yan din ang sinasabi ko sa inyo na pag-isipan mabuti po ang inyong isusuot pag pupunta po kayo ng inyong US visa interview. She was able to witness someone na adult na babae who was wearing something very extravagant na talagang sa malayo pa lang kitang-kita mo na how she's flaunting her outfit pero she was not able to get her US visa, di ba? Skill na siguro natin yan na makakuha ng information even without even asking the person, but based on what we can see and of course the non-verbal cues that we can see on that person, we'll be able to understand better what's going on. And that is something that Ma'am Beverly was able to notice. To compare of what Ma'am Beverly was wearing as compared to the one that is being worn by that woman, diba, na very extravagant ang kanyang outfit. She was just wearing white blouse, diba? So simple lang. She brought some jewelry pero hindi yung mga talagang intimidating na sa laki at hindi rin naman yung sobrang sumisigaw na ako yung pinakamayaman. Sabi ko nga sa kanya, I think what works best for the US consul to be impressed and even appreciate what they see sa nag-a-apply is yung mga tipong simple lang, low-key na mayaman. Ano kaya yung mga low-key mayaman? Yung damitan ng mga low-key mayaman, yung tipong simple lang yung damit nila, pero it's their attitude na magpapamukha na they can buy the entire place. Sabi ko nga, simple lang ang damit mo, pero hindi nila alam with your attitude and the way you move, parang you have the attitude that you can buy the whole place. Kaya nga, ang inside joke ko lang, hindi na siya inside joke kasi joke ko na ngayon sa inyo, di ba? So, but this is a joke that I am always giving to those people when they're asking me with my preparation of my US visa. I always tell them na when I was inside the US Embassy, I move and talk like I feel, di ba? Everything at that moment, ang ini-embody ko talaga ay anak ako ni Manny Pacquiao. Ang naisip ko lang kasing mayaman si Manny Pacquiao. Pero that's what I tried during that time para yun din ang mag-reflect sa aking aura ng mga panahon na yun. And it works. Iniisip ko nga, they were asking for so many questions to me. Pero when I was being asked of different questions, I feel like I'm so confident that I can be able to answer them truthfully, di ba? So ganoon dapat. Huwag tayong masyadong extravagant with the outfits that we are planning to wear. Huwag nating masyadong bonggahan na sobrang-sobra that it can distract already the consul while asking us questions, di ba? Just make sure that you look clean, neat, simple, but still, may ibubuga. Still, nafe-feel pa rin yung aura mo that you can buy the whole place. Diba? Another thing pa, because I know that there are a lot of you who are always asking me if what kind of documents are you going to bring? What kind of documents are you going to show there just to prove to them that you are someone who can finance your travel or there is someone who will be financing your travel. Sa totoo lang talaga, in my experience and the experiences of those people that I helped in getting their US visa and with Ma'am Beverly's experience, wala po talaga silang hinihinging documents to support whatever it is that you have written in your DS-160. So what is the implication of that? Their judgments are based on your answers. So kung ano po ang mga sagot nyo during the interview, doon po pagbabasehan ng US Embassy Consul ang judgment whether are you going to get your US visa or hindi. Kasi ako, even I, during my interview, I did not even bring any document. Yung iba, they brought a lot of documents. Ako, I only had one plastic envelope with the confirmation page. And I think, yun lang. Yun lang nilagay ko doon. Kaya nga iniisip ko na, if they're going to ask me a lot of questions, what am I going to do? Pero wala eh. Yun lang talaga ang prepare ko and they didn't ask me to show documents that will support the claims that I have said during my interview. So ganun lang po. Make sure lang po natin that you are going to be confident during the interview para hindi naman po kayo pagdudahan at hindi naman po sila humihingi ng documents that will support. And lastly, ito naman po ay, I'm sure that hindi naman po to para sa mga tourist visa applicants. Pero I was able to make a video for this one also about the social media. Pag nakalock ang inyong profile, that you have to put it into public so that they will be able to see your profile. This is something that should be done by those people who are applying for visa if they're going to study, diba? Example lang po yun, kung gusto nilang mag-aral sa United States, kinakailangan ang kanilang mga social media accounts ay naka-public. So, napansin din po yun ni Ma'am Beverly when she had her US visa interview na merong mga tao doon na binibigyan ng paper and they are being explained that their social media accounts were not put into public. So, ibig sabihin po, when you applied, lalong-lalo na yung mga students who are planning to study abroad, when you apply, are really going to check your social media accounts. So, kailangan po talaga na iput natin into public ang ating mga social media. As a matter of fact, even in our DS-160, for working there or something like that, even if you're not applying for those kind of visa, nakalagay na din po doon ang social media identifier. And I'm sure that they are checking that. Before you are going to have your US visa interview, they have already in their database information about you. And they are checking already if you are someone who could be qualified or not. So make sure that you are going to put your social media in public. Just make sure that when you put your social media in public, you are not posting anything that will, diba, jeopardize your US visa application. Kasi, di ba, parang ang ironic naman, you are doing your best just to get your US visa, then you're going to post something that is against them. So just make sure that you are going to make everything na nakalinya ng maayos at hindi nakabaluktot o kung ano pa man. Diba? That's what you have to do. So those are the things that Mom Beverly was able to experience. Nakakatuwa si Mom Beverly even when we were just talking through chat. As a matter of fact, isa siya sa mga nakausap ko on social media that I'm so happy that literally naiyak talaga ako because of how she was really happy of being able to get her US visa, and how I am so happy also kasi she is considering me as part of her success, di ba? Knowing that there's someone who will be telling me na I was part of her success of getting her US visa made me feel happy na these things that I'm doing right now, telling you, kung minsan parang feeling ko marami na akong sinasabi, pero there are a lot of you who are telling me na you were able to understand what I'm saying, and it was so clear that you were able to add those things that you learned into your preparation, into your practice, and so on. And after getting your US visa, nag-chat pa rin kayo pabalik sa akin, and sinasabi niyo pa rin sa akin yung mga experiences niyo, and you are telling me that I was part of your success, and that really made me feel happy. That's why I'm always finding time to those people who are seeking for my help. Kung minsan lang po, hindi po ako nakakasagot agad or hindi po kayo natutulungan agad, it's because I have other things that I need to do also. May trabaho din po ako. This is just my side hustle. Side hustle ba ang tawag dito? Or this is something that I do so that I will be able to help other people. But at the end of the day, Teacher Noy is a teacher. So I am really teaching. And I am also searching for information when you're asking me questions. Kasi minsan, hindi naman po natin alam lahat ng mga tinatanong sa atin. So I really need to study it out, research, and do a lot of things just for me to give to you the answer that you're asking for. Pero the trust that you are giving to this channel or to me is something that I am really, really happy and grateful. Kasi sino ba naman ako? Wala naman akong masteral sa US visa. Wala naman akong bachelor's doon. Pero you are believing into whatever it is that I'm saying, and when I am telling you that you should do this and you get your US visa, that is something that makes me really happy. Ang dami ko na pong sinasabi, pero once and for all, congratulations po, Ma'am Beverly, for getting your US visa. Soon, you will be able to see your grandchildren and your child. And of course, you will be able to enjoy your trip going to the United States. Pasalubong na lang. Congratulations also to everyone who was able to get their US visa and who was able to appreciate everything that I am doing. Thank you po sa inyong lahat. If you have come this far, I hope that you are going to hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so that I will be able to share with you all of the things about US visa, travel, policy, everything that you need so that you will be able to get your US visa. This is again Teacher Noy, and I will be always determined, persistent, positive, all of the good things that I may be able to do so that I can always share to you the information that you need. Mahal na mahal ko po kayo. I love you all. So, don't forget to support me. Bye everyone. Hi everyone, this is me again, Teacher Noy, and thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video and this is your first time watching Teacher Noy, please do not forget to click my image below and subscribe in this channel. And if you're still interested in watching for more videos, there are so many choices here in this side. Please do not forget to support Teacher Noy. Like, subscribe, watch, and comment. And if possible, share it to your friends. Thank you for watching. Bye everyone.